Yo, it's BPG here. I'm bringing you guys another mesh method. It's going to be for the Pearl Cave. Before I get into this, I might sound a little different because I'm using the PS5 controller mic. So, let's see how this goes. So, where you want to go are these chords right here. This is called the Blue Screen Cave. There's an entrance on both sides, I believe. There's a million entrances. The Underworld entrance, I believe, brings you into here. But besides that, everyone really knows this cave. It's the Blue Screen Cave. So, I'll give you guys just a little wraparound what the cave looks like, and then I'll show you the spot, and then I'll show you the method to get into the actual mesh, and then from there, it is a crazy journey, my friends. So, I got my GPS. We're ready to go here. So, just if you don't know again, here's the chords. Hopefully my GPS helps. And I'm not gonna lie, in the mesh, once you get in there, everyone's gonna say the same thing. It is laggy. It is really laggy. Even on a PS5, I couldn't believe how much. Like, there's no frames down there. It's like you're loading in the laggiest base ever. But as you can see, like, if you see all this stuff here, the Crystal Cave, you're in the right area. So that's the main thing, just finding this. And then, because if you're doing this on official, this is going to take a lot of tries because we were only successful to get to the Pearl Cave, but once we jumped in on official, we died. They had turrets. So, you know, anyone can prevent it, but the main thing is showing you how to actually get into the cave. And it's going to be a learning process because this took us about 9-10 hours to figure out. So, what you're going to want to do is you can see from like here's the chords, the exact GPS location, but look at this rock formation right there. You're going to want to place the cliff plat above it, and the cliff plat is going to be the money thing for you because if you don't place the cliff plat right, you're not getting into the mesh. You have to have it at a perfect distance for you're pinned up against the wall, and then when you pass out, you're going to be inside the wall. So honestly, it's all about placing the cliff plat right. You're gonna have to watch the video a lot and a lot just to figure the exact placement, but I'm gonna try to break it down as easy as I can. The line right there, what I just faced, is what we really go by, but we really want it a little bit higher because we had it a little low here, I noticed. And the first time we did it low, like we kept trying, and we just weren't pinned up against the corner of the cave as much as we wanted to. So we had to destroy it. And as you can see there, the leg is insane. Okay, let's get this cliff flat down. This is by far the hardest part, was placing the cliff plat. So the line to the left here is what I go by. I try to pin up the one angle of it right up against it, for you have a nice little crouch to fit that first foundation. And once you get that first foundation like that, where you can actually place a table there, then you know you did it right. If you can't place the table, it's too high. If table goes at ease, you're too low. So it's going to be a learning process, but make sure the tables look like that. How they're like in the wall there. So then the next part is getting into the mesh. This also took a million tries. Like, it was insane. So we're going to show you here. And you know what? Honestly, you know what took even more tries? Getting on top of the table because it's so tight. So as a big body right here, I had to struggle and I managed to get up. But Cyclone Gaming over here has been a real big help with showing me mesh methods and teaching me the ways to get under, and I've been learning a lot from him, so I give a shout out to him. He's one of our good members, so shout out Cyclone again. So Cyclone's eating his narcotics right now, and he is gonna try to knock himself out into the cave. So, I can't see. Yeah, Cyclone's in the table right now. Alright, he passed out. He woke up and he's in the mesh. So you're going to want to pin. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it once I get it done. But as you can see, you crouch in. Get right up in there. And you'll see like a little lip where like you kind of like my tech boots are moving because my body actually moved upwards. That's where you're going to want to have it. Like right in there. You want to be nice and tight. So start eating your narcotics. And if you're trying this on a Deddy, use GCM. I'm going to show you right now. Use GCM to get out of being knocked out because you're just going to be sitting there. So once you take it out, you'll be fine. And I'm going to knock out again. Hold on. See how quick it's going? Alright, I'm knocked out. Hitting GCM for a wake up. So if you're doing this on official, you don't have GCM. You're not going to be able to turn it off, so you're going to actually have to wait the 5 to 10 minutes to figure out if you got in or not, because it's a process. When we did it on official, we probably went an hour and a half of just trying to figure out where to pass out, and then finally Cyclone got into it. So as you can see, I keep knocking out. On official, you're going to need lots of stimulants, because after you get into the mesh, right where you get in, you can't be like mesh back or anything. But once you're in, you're going to need lots of stimulants because it's probably going to take you an hour just to wake up. And the amount, it matters all about the tries. So where we are is as soon as you get into the cave, you can walk around and everything. Right behind me there was where we actually meshed. So you could actually build here. This is the OP base location. You snap almost everywhere here. As you can see, I'm just showing like cliff plats. Yeah, so if you want a sick ass base, this would be the spot to go because, you know what I mean? You could also protect where they get in, and this is the only way we found out, like, where you can do it, but I believe you can do it in a lot of places using the tables. I think it's really broken that they're still able to do this. Like, back in the day, we used to use chairs to get into the mesh. And it blows my mind that devs still haven't figured this out. So hopefully this video brings light to it and helps everyone save their Pearl Cave because I honestly just hate meshing. I think it's so broken. So as you can see here, I'm about to knock out again, but the leg is honestly really unbearable in here, so you're going to make a lot of mistakes trying to get to the area. And we're going to head to another area in a second, but I have to keep eating narcotics because it is insane how much stimulants, because it's insane how much narcotics we actually ate doing it. So as you can see, we jump around here, but the leg's going to jolt us all around like crazy. Here's your cords. No real death barriers I found, but I did find a lot of areas that will knock you out. So we're just going to start making our way to Pearl. This is our first touchdown right here. We had an idea to spawn some griffins in. Well, we had to eat more stimulants because we were going to get knocked out. So we're going to spawn in the griffs. You're going to want to bring, if you're doing this unofficial, you're going to want to bring some wyverns on you and everything. But the problem is, there's no real way to say like, oh, this way you're going to hit water. We don't know. We had no idea where you hit water and where you don't. We would be in water for a couple seconds, and then we'd be out of water, and then we'd be back in water. So it's like, it's really hard to say where the water areas are. You can't just throw out a mana like you would. So I'm going to say the best bet is the tech suit. I'm going to show you a little trial and error here because we wanted to bring in griffins. We're like, yeah, let's just fly to Pearl Cave. It'll be the easiest way, and it wasn't that easy. We got really confused, and our griffins kept hitting water, and it was a bad time. On official, we did it with the wyverns, and it was a horrible time. We just had to rely on your tech suit. So this area you can also build almost everywhere under the mesh you can build. So if you want an OP mesh base spot, there's many different places that you can do it, and you can build everything you want down here, cliff plats, whatever. Everything snaps. You don't need triangle foundations. So Cyclone got us our griffins, and we're just gonna show you like a little tour of down here what you're gonna deal with if you do decide to come down on a flyer, because like you can gain some ground if you like just say use a wyvern or something like that. You can gain some ground, but you're just going to hit water. So honestly, I'm just going to say the best thing to do is bring lots of element and just tech suit all the way around. But the main thing is too, as long as you get like a foundation down with some beds, then you can start growing down here. Where if you do want to do a successful mesh, you know what I mean? You get your teleporters, you get everything going, you get your boss fights to get all your element, or you bring lots of dust. But the leg was incredible here. I couldn't even jump off my griffin. Like, as you can see, we're like bouncing around the place. So I thought the best idea was to fly with him and show you guys the chords. So if you just go this way, you're going to hit a lot of different leg spikes. Some areas might knock you out of the mesh, but as long as you have beds and stuff there and you have lots of tames to lose, you'll be fine. So we just got knocked off by water and we didn't even understand there was water right here. So it's going to be a huge trial and error process for you guys flying there or getting there from the point that I showed, but we finally made it. So once you get under the Pearl Cave, like, we're right underneath it. You're going to want to jump in with your tech suit. So when we did it on official, we died instantly. And we're not going to show you us doing it on official because that will get us banned. So as you can see, as he jumped up there, we're right underneath the Pearl Cave. And this is going to be one of the main areas because usually you'd be behind a death wall. In our case, we landed right in the death wall. But as you can see, we actually made it in. And we didn't get killed by any death barriers or anything. So as you can see, Pro Cave. So I just want to say thank you, and I really hope this gets fixed. But if you're gonna mesh, I really hope my video helped you in a way, I guess. But besides that, I really do hope it gets fixed. So thanks for tuning in and everything. Leave me your thoughts. Tell me how it works. We're gonna continue to try it. Me and Cyclone are trying it on Ice Cave right now, so we're going to figure out that. But I'm telling you this right now, it's going to take somebody a lot of effort to get in because just to get like where we were under there, it took us 8 or 9 hours of just trying, trial and error, trial and error. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll bring you guys some more videos.